Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to TGIF Talks, episode 15.
Oh.
No, sorry. This is 16, episode 160. I'm your host, Dr. Sheep, with my co-host, Anonymous Phil.
Mm-hmm.
Let's roll the intro.
160.
Well, I mean, technically it's only 130 TGIF Talks, but there were 30 Dr. Sheep podcasts.
Do you think someone who recently discovered your channel would actually go through and watch?
No.
160?
Because, you know, a lot of them are based off of very relevant stuff. And so, like, going back and rewatching them isn't something people do.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. Imagine maybe someone would, but I can't imagine. But anyways, well, what was I? Oh, crap. There was something I wanted to talk about. Oh, so I learned this week, and I don't know if it was this week or last week, but I feel stupid now that I didn't realize it. So the redwoods are different from the sequoias.
Mm-hmm.
They are two different trees.
Okay.
So we are going to see stupidly big trees, but they're not going to be these stupidly big trees when we go to Redwoods National Park this year.
Well, I knew redwoods were massive.
But the sequoias are, like, I saw a chart, and they're even bigger.
What city is it by, the sequoia?
The sequoia one's probably, well, it's in the North Valley.
Where's, yes. No, that's too far south.
What? Was it really that far? I thought it was up north.
Mm-mm.
What about,
Because we're going to be right up here.
yeah, look at, Yosemite. Yosemite's got sequoias, too.
I think it's over here. If I had to guess, I think it's over here.
I thought it was up north by San Francisco.
It's more north, not east, but yeah. On the opposite side of the state. Similar latitude.
Yeah.
Similar latitude.
Huh. Okay, so we're definitely going to the rainforest, though. That's why these are burning up. But we're going to the rainforest up here.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I didn't.
Is it an actual rainforest? Because I know Washington is like a true rainforest.
I think we could look it up. Look up Redwood National Park. Is it a rainforest? There's a stream.
Temperate rainforest.
Temperate rainforest, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting! We get to go to a rainforest.
Yes.
No, so now I felt stupid because I learned it from a freaking video game video. The guy was.
This is no small tree.
No, it's not. So, I mean, they're still going to be huge. Like I said.
Yes, a person could live in there.
Yeah.
See, this is the Alice in Wonderland. It becomes all the more feasible, when you think of a tree as this big,
Right. Oh, yeah. That she goes down to the rabbit hole.
Yeah. Imagine a massive rabbit hole.
So I learned, now I don't remember, I watched this video, and this guy, he was a forest ranger, and I don't remember if he was in Redwood or Sequoia National Park. But they at the gift shop you can buy saplings.
Oh, yeah. So like this. See, there's a person in there.
That's a dead tree. Yeah.
It's a dead tree, but see, a person could live in there.
Well, anyways, I mean, this is still going to be really pretty.
Look at this massive log.
Yeah.
Look at that log.
This is still going to be really cool. I'm very excited. So what?
This man is 8 feet tall. Look at that.
He's not 8 feet tall. See, now we can go from looking at rocks that look like wood to actual wood. So instead of having
Yes!
8 million pictures of rocks, you get to have 8 million pictures of trees.
We're gonna go from seeing crystallized wood to real wood.
Woo!
Is that all we do? Rocks and wood.
I mean,
Rocks and wood.
We don't have that here. We don't have rocks and we don't have wood.
And the sun. I guess the next trip will be... We drove 8 hours to see the sun disappear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't you just wait 12 hours? Can't you just wait 12 hours?
We drove 8 hours.
I drove 8 hours to see the sun disappear. I didn't have time to wait 12 damn hours.
Well, you can speed up the process. So anyways, this forest ranger, they were selling like either redwood saplings or sequoia saplings. I think they're redwood saplings. And he says that you shouldn't buy these. Because, well, A, they're not very good for the environment because they require a lot of water. Because think about how big this tree is. And these live in rainforests, so they require...
that is a big tree.
Yeah. They require a lot of water. And then he also said that their tree roots are very, very shallow. They actually rely... Yeah. They actually rely on the other trees in the forest to hold them up.
Yeah, it doesn't look like those things go very deep in the ground.
No. And that's what he said. He was just like, the tree roots like grab onto the other trees to hold together in the entire forest. 11 facts about coast redwoods.
The roots are
They have ghost helpers? What the heck are ghost helpers?
Oh.
This doesn't seem very reliable.
What do you mean? This is from eehugger.com.
It's treehugger.com.
Oh, well, this was covering it. It looked like eehugger.com.
Yeah. But anyways, so they say not to buy it because you need to be in a forest. And so it poses a danger to your house and then your the surrounding houses.
Yeah.
As well as, the amount of water that's required to grow these things.
Looks kind of funky.
Yeah.
Looks like a nose and then a little mouth.
Very
and
blurry.
There's an eyeball. There's another eyeball.
Oh, look at that. It's smiling at you. The tree is smiling.
It's a crooked ass smile.
Yeah, well.
It's giving you the death stare.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. But, no. So, yeah.
Oh, here's the roots. Yeah. That's like 30 feet?
No, anyways, my grandma asked us to see if we could bring her some pine cones. But I don't know what kind of...
Oh, yeah, pine cones get massive there.
At the sequoias, I thought that was the sequoias that are big ones.
My mom has an aunt that lives in Redding. Redding, California is the city that's like 3 hours away from redwoods. And I think she said she got a pine cone from one of their trees on their yard. She brought it home. My mom brought it home. It was this massive thing.
Yeah, well, my grandma, she had some from a friend that had gotten them for her. So she wanted me to get her more.
Here's a pine cone.
But the problem will be in the national parks we can't do that. We'd have to almost go to Redwood State Park. And then you might...
No, you just find them in the neighborhoods.
The neighborhoods. Oh, yeah. Just go knock on people's doors. Hey, do you have any redwoods in your backyard? We want the pine cones.
No, you find a pine cone laying in the yard and you grab it. In the front yard.
Oh, their front... Oh, yeah.
Their front yard. Because this is their house.
I suppose it's...
Their house built... They build their house into the tree.
Uh-huh, yeah. Well, I'm sure they'll be so ecstatic to see a bunch of random guys show up and sifting through the grass.
They'll be like, it happens all the time.
Uh-huh, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it happens all the time.
It don't look like that's much of a stream. Tell me that's enough water to feed this forest?
Clearly not. That's why the tree fell over. Duh. But anyways, so this this ought to be an interesting trip.
Yeah.
So, what national parks are we seeing on this trip, or have you not figured that out yet? Such a long sip.
No, it's for scene 3.
3, okay. I wasn't sure what I know we're going to Crater.
Crater, Redwoods, and then what's it? Volcano. What is it called?
Volcano National?
Lava something.
No way! This isn't Lava Tube National Park, is it?
Lassen Volcanic.
Oh.
What?
Don't listen to me. I know there's a place where we can explore lava tubes somewhere. I think it's around Mount St. Helens.
Lassen Volcanic.
Where is this?
This is in Nevada.
Oh. We're going to go through Nevada again.
No. This is in California. But it's on the border. It's like right here. Oh, right up here. Here it is, right here. Lassen Volcanic. National Park, and I guess they have a national forest.
I see.
No, this.
Lassen Volcanic. Interesting.
There is actually a national monument there, too. But I don't think we had time for that. I forget what the monument is.
Yeah, so what is the breakdown? Because you've been working on the breakdown.
We needed to discuss part of that. So here's the deal. Day 1, drive to Evanston.
Right.
12 hours.
Good old Evanston.
12-hour drive. Day 2. This is also a 12-hour drive.
That's what I figured.
So, hang on. Let me zoom out.
Your mouse is over here.
So day 1, Evanston, somewhere over here or whatever.
South.
Whatever. It's on I-80. We know. Then we drive to Bend, Oregon. It's right here.
Oh, yeah, that's right next to the national...
Yeah. It is a 12-hour drive from Evanston to Bend. However, Shoshone Falls is 4 hours from Evanston. It's somewhere in Idaho. I think it's near this Twin Falls, if I recall.
Okay.
And I thought we could have lunch there because Shoshone Falls, I guess it actually looks pretty cool. Shoshone Falls.
Here, let me see them.
This is a pretty cool waterfall. I thought this.
Let me show the viewers.
This is in Idaho. This is a 4-hour drive from Evanston along the route. I thought this would be pretty cool to stop at to have lunch.
No kidding. But 4 hours, it's only... I mean, depends what time we leave. It's not going to be much...
Well, I mean, I figured, we leave at like 7. 7 to 7.
Oh.
So that's having lunch at essentially 11. 11, 11:30, depending how time works. Early lunch.
Okay.
Then, so that's day 2 is... So yes, that's day 2. Having lunch at there. Ending up in Bend, Oregon. And then...
Day 3.
Day 3. It's a 2-hour drive from Bend to Crater Lake. So it's not too far. We could stay there, basically the whole day. And it's a 2-hour drive to Rosenberg.
I see Rosenberg. It's off to your left. Down.
Right there, yes. So it's a 2-hour drive to Rosenberg. And that's where we'd stay. Because it looked like a decent enough sized place.
Okay. So we stay in Rosenberg.
It is then... That is day 4. No. Oh, yeah. So here's the conundrum, right? It's this day 3 stuff. So we could either...
Well, no, we're staying in Rosenberg, so this is day 4 now.
No, possibly not. So, here's the conundrum. So, so it'd be day 3, go to Crater Lake, stay in Rosenberg. Rosenberg is 2 hours from Crater Lake. It is then another 1.7 hours to Bandon, Oregon. Because you said you wanted to see, like, this whole coastline thing. And, right there.
Okay.
Because you said you wanted to see this coastline of Oregon, right?
Right.
Bandon to Crescent City. Because in Crescent City is only an hour away
from the national
from
park.
the redwoods. And so I figured day 4 would be driving to Bandon. And then that's 1.7 hours. Then driving down to Crescent City, that's another 2 hours. And then basically, that's basically it. That's all I had planned for the day. That's 4 hours-ish.
Okay.
4 hours, and then it's like, well, that's all I had planned, because it's like 4 hours. It's already cutting out most of the morning. I wanted to have as much of the day as possible to go to Redwoods.
Right.
So I was like, we can do Redwoods day 5. So this is where the issue was. It was like, well, we could either have the day to go to the beach, we're right there.
Right.
Explore the city, and just kind of make it a relaxing day. After the 12-hour drives and all that, we could just make it a relaxing day.
Right.
Or I thought we could just try to speed run this and go all the way from Crater down to Bandon and then Crescent City all in one day. It'd be a lot. Because that's like 4 hours. After Crater Lake, it's a 4-hour drive down.
Oh, no, but we want to do it during the daylight. Because we want to see what we're looking at. We don't want to do it in the dark, because we'd end up doing the dark. Or at sunset.
Because that was the thing, right? Because, sunset over the ocean would look cool.
Right, but we could see it from Crescent City, too.
We could see it as well. So, but I just thought, because then you could free up a whole nother day. That was basically my thinking, Do we try to speed run this to free up a whole nother day?
We could just take the extra hour and drive all to the coast after the national park. That way we're already at the coast. And then it's only a 2-hour drive, 2 or 3 hour drive down to the coast the next day or whatever. So then you have...
Oh, so you wanted to stay in Bandon?
Well, we could. Maybe, I don't know, or stay somewhere else.
But that's a whole nother 2 hours. Because it's 2 hours from Rosenberg.
Right.
Rosenberg was already a 2-hour drive.
Oh, so you have to be in there.
So it'd be a 4-hour drive just to get to Bandon. Yes.
Interesting. We'll have to talk it over with Kyle.
I thought it'd be better just to do it all. Just to make things easier. We make this like this is half your day, just driving here.
Yeah.
And then we just make it a relaxing day, You could actually go to the beach, enjoy your time and just make it a relaxing day. I don't know what all there is to do, but it seems like a decent...
Well, I'm sure there's also probably a state park, probably nearby, I would assume.
Yeah. I figured, there's probably things to do here. The Redwood State Park.
Yeah.
There's probably things to do. Anyways, so I figured that'd be day 4. No, day 4.
Okay, so then day 5 is basically
Redwoods.
The Redwoods.
It's an hour to get there.
Where are we?
And then we'd stay, because then it's a 3-hour drive to where I wanted to stay, just to make things easier, so we can kind of get home. And we'd be staying in Redding.
Okay.
This is a 3-hour drive.
Okay.
And then...
Which, if we do that at 5 to 8...
Yeah, because I figured even if we stay there till 6, it's still 9 o'clock when we get there. That's still not even that bad.
Right.
I figured 6 is probably a late leave.
Right.
Anyways. Because then, this Lassen Volcanic...
that looks like only a matter of hours.
Well, that's the forest. I think the park is... Oh, yeah. It's 1 hour. An hour and a half.
Perfect.
So you're basically already there.
So then day 6, we spend the entire time there.
Well, not quite. because we wanted this to be done in 8 days.
Oh.
Right, because we want to be home in 8 days.
Right.
That's where the problem comes. This is already day 6.
Here, give me the mouse before you go too far. Okay. So
this is already day 6. And so the plan was to then go to Waimuka, Nevada.
oh, great. More desert.
Winnemucca. This is a 5-hour drive from Lassen.
Oh, so we're not going to spend that much
So
time
I figured we'd stay at Lassen. That's why I wanted to get as close as possible.
Right.
But I figured we'd stay to about 2:30.
Okay.
So then it's 5:30 when we get here.
I hope this isn't the case where, of all the national parks we visit, this is the one that we spend the least amount, like Rocky Mountains, where we should have spent like the whole day there.
Yeah.
Instead
we should have spent. Actually, yeah, let's look that up.
Well,
We should have spent the time that we spent the least time at is the time that people spend the most time at.
Yeah, let's hopefully this isn't the case. Damn, that'll be 2 of the 5 national parks in Colorado and California done. 3 states, 3 national parks. That seems about right.
1 to 5 days. We're spending like a half a day. Some people will spend as many as 5 days.
And how much time do they spend in Redwoods National Park? 2 hours.
Look at this. A 2-day itinerary.
Oh, dear God.
2-day itinerary.
How about look at the Redwoods? How much time do people spend at the Redwoods?
I wanted to... Is this average? I need... This is too big of a range.
Is only...
Is that like... Does that average out to 2.5?
Yeah, or is that like...
The highway is closed.
Oh, really? I couldn't have imagined that you'd close it in this time of year.
There's a 1 day, 2 or more days. Oh, I guess there's just longer hikes because it's a big volcano. So that's probably what the problem is. There's all this hiking.
Yeah.
That was the problem with Washington. Because Washington has like 3 national parks, but they're all over here.
So no.
Basically, I figured to cross off Washington, we literally go to Spokane and then leave.
Fair enough. We just spent all of our time in Montana.
We spent all of our time driving across Montana.
Oh. What? So, I guess, okay. So
there's Glacier. We'll go to Glacier.
Right.
Because I figured we go 1 day to drive to Theodore. I think it's over here. One day to drive to Theodore.
Spend a day in Theodore.
That's day 2.
Okay.
Day to drive to Glacier. That's day 3. Spend a day in Glacier. That's day 4. Drive to Spokane, and then drive down. That's day 5. Now, I figured you could spend a day in, was it Grand Teton? Because the Yellowstone and Teton are right by each other.
The 2 largest freaking national parks.
But then it's a 2-day, because I wanted 2 days to drive back.
Oh, that's gonna be a horrible drive.
I wanted 2 days. That's what I wanted. I didn't want to make. You can't. That's not a 1-day drive. That's too damn much.
Well, no, I'm just saying it's gonna be a horrible drive though. It's gonna be so freaking boring.
But then I figured, you get 1 day, and it's like, which one do you go to?
Grand Teton is small, actually. Never mind. It's not very big. It's tiny.
The reason, because our grandfather said this is his favorite. Because he said he's been to all sorts of I don't know if you think he's been to all of them, but he said, I asked him, is there anyone in particular that you enjoyed the most or that you'd like to go back to?
So you have your Christmas presents planned for the next 2 years, at least.
Yeah. Teton, Grand Teton, he said is one of his favorites.
So it's 3 national parks, 3 states for you, 2 states for me, possibly only 1, if Rondo decides.
I would recommend a minimum of 3 days.
Oh, good. Good. We're spending a day, so good.
I said minimum.
Minimum. Well, so be it.
Minimum -2.
Minimum -2. So be it. See, most people, they'd make an entire trip being 1 national park. I'll still never
speed run this.
I'll still never forget that we literally saw almost every single square inch
of Colorado.
No, not Colorado, of petrified forest.
That is true.
We saw every
true.
freaking trail that you could take.
Yeah, we did. The same. Well,
there was one overlook we didn't go to.
Well,
you guys might have been to in the middle of the night.
well, we saw the Black Canyon. We saw the entire South Rim except for one, the trail that goes down to the bottom. Because it was the North Rim. We didn't go to the North Rim.
Right,
but we saw all of the South Rim minus one trail.
And that was the one that had like a 2,000-foot drop.
15% grade or whatever. It's like, oh shit, no, we can't do that.
We have to hike that.
And then, little do we know, drive down to Arizona, 17% grade.
Oh, for the car. Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, 15? Hell no.
Truth be told,
17.
The grade in Arizona was a lot shorter than the grade for Black Mesa.
That is true.
To our knowledge, anyways.
I just remember we put the car in low. It was like, well, we're saving as much gas as we can. I think we're also running low on gas. But
that's true. We were because we were in the middle of nowhere, and we had accidentally gotten off Google, and so we're just like, all right, we are just gonna
driving south.
Yeah, we had changed. Well, no, it was we thought Google had made a correction.
Yeah.
So she took us back through this fucked up shit. And we didn't know where we were. We didn't know where we were going.
Yeah. And we took the long route through Albuquerque to get back. It was a fuel efficient route, but it was longer.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
We didn't have to drive through the damn mountains. It was such a nice, easy drive.
But that was so cool. Driving through the mountains is...
Yeah, but we didn't want to drive back through it.
Took, I-25, it skips right by. You see the mountains off in the distance.
Yeah. We also drove middle of the rain, so.
Yeah.
But, oh boy.
Anyways, so back to this. So Waimuka. That is, Waimuka, however you say it. It's 5-hour drive.
We're just gonna
That's
drive
day
back
6.
Are we just gonna...
Day 7.
We drive to Evanston.
No.
No, it was a joke.
So Rawlins, Wyoming is up here. Right here.
And then we drive
this
home.
is on I-80. Yeah. So basically we drive from here to there, and that is a 9.5-hour drive.
Hmm. And then from Rawlins home?
That is 8.7.
8.7. So, unfortunately, we don't get the nice little half day at the end. But that's just is what it is.
Well, that was the thing. We could technically, by speed running this other part, we could technically, in cutting out a day, you could make it a half day. But I was like, that's just too much.
But imagine a nice half day on the coast.
Yeah, would you rather have your half day at the end when you get home,
and you're thinking about the entire experience you could have had,
or a half day out here?
Yeah.
So basically, 2 full days of driving back home.
Yeah. Oh well, we knew that was going to happen with the California trip.
Well, it'll happen again with the Washington trip too. Right.
So okay, if you were to, I'm going to ask you this: if you were to make a California trip or like a Montana, Oregon, Idaho, to cross off those final 5 states, how would you do it versus the way we're going to do it?
Cross off what?
I guess. Sorry, these are 6 states for you because you haven't gone to North Dakota. But to cross off Montana, Washington, Idaho, Oregon, and California in 2 trips, how would you have done it versus the way we're doing it? Because obviously part of this...
Are we saying like time's not a thing? Like,
no.
We still have to do
2 8-day trips.
Well, I guess, yeah. I guess that is one other thing. Are we still pretty set on making it only 8 days? Because we could, in theory, do... I mean, we have to talk to Kyle. But we could make it 9 days. Friday to Saturday. So then you still get Sunday as your rest day when you get home.
I'm not really too concerned about having a rest day. It is what it is.
So you don't want to... So...
I mean...
So you...
I might take my day before, but like, I don't...
Well, I guess I was asking. So then you could make it 9 days, Saturday to Sunday.
Oh, I don't know. I have to think about it, but I also have to figure out when I'm going to North Dakota still, so I can figure out when we're going to do this. I think we're doing Memorial Day weekend. I'm not sure.
But no, I just figured I'd ask. You know, because we did 8, and that seemed to work out pretty good for everyone, Saturday to Saturday. But I was like, you know, if we added an extra day, you know, that'd make it easier to drive back home. But you know, maybe there's some. I mean, that is the other thing. There's not really much to do. No. Really, it is just.
You'd be spending a day at a hotel. You'd just be spending more time at a hotel, just sitting around.
Yeah. But I just wanted. But what your question was?
So if you were to to cross off, I guess North Dakota as well on this trip for you.
Yeah.
How would you, or I guess if we did, how would you do these 2 trips?
Well, I already kind of am deciding how we're going to do the 2 trips.
Oh, I mean, I guess...
I feel like I'm the only one that's been deciding how we're going to do the 2 trips.
Oh, I suppose. That's true.
I mean, that is literally what it is. I'm the only one that's been deciding how we're going to do these 2 trips. No one else... It's basically been I design it, and then you guys basically just say, yeah, that sounds good with me. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. I guess I did design the South trip to a point. I guess I had a rough outline, and then you went and added in all the details.
What, the Colorado one?
No, the South trip.
South trip.
To the South. To the third world country.
Third world country? Down here?
Yeah, in 2026 or whatever.
What was your outline?
Don't you remember we said when I went
through
that Sunday?
You wanted to go through Jacksonville, and I was like, that's too far.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
Because I was like,
I was just going. But this is before we were doing national parks, and so it was just to maximize states.
Oh.
And you know, I was just like, why not see the nice? Well, I don't know if there's nice beaches. Actually, I heard there's nice beaches in either South Carolina.
South Carolina?
I think has nice long beaches.
Probably this blue. Look at that pretty blue.
I think if you go north of it, I think there's nice.
North up here?
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, there's the beaches. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I can look into this.
But that's not a big deal. I don't care.
I don't know how far it is from Conagry. Because that was the whole point to go to South Carolina. I think it's Conagry National Park.
Right.
But, I mean, we could just not go there and go there and... Because I was... Well, actually, no, I think Conagry is a cool place. It was the least popular national park. Because I looked this up. I was just curious, of all that we're trying to cross off all these. If there was one that should wait, it's like, if we're going to visit a state, and there's a national park there, we're going to see this just to cross off the state. I want to know, is there a national park we should not visit? It was Hot Springs.
Oh.
Supposedly Hot Springs is the least favorited national park. From what I gathered. Not like the least visited,
right?
Just the least favorite.
Yeah.
That's the least enjoyed national park.
What's the least visited in the lower 48?
I think it is Isle Royale. Where is it? Because it's hard to get to. This Isle Royale National Park. I think this is the least visited in the 48, just because it's so difficult to get here. It's up north, so you can only really get there in like the only fun time is in the summer.
Right.
I guess
you could go skiing up there.
You could go in the winter when it's frozen, but I think this is the least visited in the 48.
It's just a remote little island.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to go there? That sounds. I guess it's just out of the way.
There's nothing there. I don't know. Does it look like there's anything here?
Forest.
Exactly.
And mosquitoes. This looks like mosquito hell.
It just all looks the same. I don't know. That's just me looking at it. I'm sure when you go there, it may just be one of those that are just kind of like, I think a friend of mine called it a sleeper. It's one that you don't really think of anything much, and then you get there and you're like, wow, this is actually something. There's something to this.
Fair.
Yeah.
Ugh. And then the 2030s. National parks. Speed run.
See, I'd want to at least designate a day to each one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a full day.
Right.
Not like these half-day things. Because, see, look at it. You have 3. You have National Cascade, National Olympic National Park, Olympic National Forest, and then you had the... Whichever one the big-ass mountain is.
The big-ass...
What is it? Olympia. Mount Olympia.
That's Olympic National Park.
Well, then there's a third one. There's 3. I know there's 3.
Who knows? Anyways. Well, we wanted to be done. Here we are. Look how big you are. you were like you were like in it, and it's just like you were freaking like half the screen. I'm like, all right. Oh, you're still looking this up?
Yeah.
You know, we have a...
Do you have the map? No, I have a map of all of them. I don't know if you have a map of all of them.
No, I don't.
Mount Rainier.
Mount Rainier.
Rainier, however you say it. Where's the one I always like to look at? This one. I always like looking at this one. Oh, no, I want to open image. Yes.
That's yeah, that's a...
But yeah.
That's a...
1 day. 2 days. No, I'm sorry. 1 day. Spend a day there. That's 2. 3 days. And 4 days to stay there.
Oh, crap. There's pinnacles? What? And Kings can't... Oh, I forgot. There's like 8. I forgot. California's got like 7 national parks.
Yeah.
Oh, and Channel Islands, Joshua Tree. Oh, my God. There are so many in California.
There's not just 4.
Yeah, I don't know where I was thinking there. Oh, my God.
California and Alaska have the most.
Yeah.
Which is why I was saying you could, in theory, spend a day at each one and take a little plane, and just go to each one. Or a bus. You could bus to each one.
That sounds expensive and a very long journey.
Well, driving a car is expensive, too.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, because actually you can take I think is it the Copa Valley? So Fairbanks has a charter that runs to one of them.
Of course.
So you take a plane to Fairbanks, and then you can charter. Or maybe they actually have a private plane that they have that goes to it.
Well,
but
you know,
one of them, they actually will fly you to the national park. Like, the national park literally has a runway. And and you can literally just fly there.
There's nothing out there, so...
And you can just fly there. Oh, yeah, and then there's 2 U.S. territories that have them. American Samoa and the Virgin Islands also have one.
Those I can get behind.
And I heard this dried tortugas. You know, it's off in the Keys.
Yeah.
And I heard that you can actually, to camp there is actually quite an experience.
Yeah, they lock you on an island by yourself, don't they?
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it's really fun.
If you're an experienced camper.
Hey, we have experience.
What? What do you mean we have experience?
We set up a tent in the wind. We fended for ourselves in the middle of the night.
True.
And we made it till morning.
That's true.
And we made it till morning.
That is true.
We set up a tent. We fended our way through the dark, and we made it to morning.
We did do something. Now,
whether or not we stayed in the right vicinity of, what people would consider camping, well, details. We did it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So what's the count? So 1.
You ever been? So
4. Because this is 5 to drive here and then drive back. Actually, no. I think it's like 6. I think it's just a long drive. You only get like 1, but you get like 1 day, and it's which one do you go to? And it's a half day. You can't even spend a whole day. And it's Yellowstone or Grand Teton.
Grand Teton's a lot. There's a lot less to see there. It's really small.
I don't know if it's a mountain range. It's a mountain range. It's not small.
Well, I watched a guy he did a video on Grand Tetons.
Like, maybe in terms of square acres compared to all the others, but like, look how much hiking there is.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hiking. This is mountains. I mean, it's very, very pretty. I will say that. It's a beautiful place. But
we're gonna have to bring guns.
To this?
Yes.
No.
Grizzly bear?
No, you're not. No, you'll be fine.
I'm gonna bring a gun. You can bring bear spray.
You'll be just fine.
I'm bringing a gun. On my list of things
I don't
to
even
buy.
know if you can bring a gun into that national park.
I would assume.
I take a gun
To a national.
Grand Teton. It's prohibited.
Wow. Oh, and buildings.
Buildings were noticed. Firearms may not be discharged in a national park.
During legal hunting seasons.
But are you going there to hunt?
No, this is protection. I wouldn't. That's the thing, right? So what? If I'm gonna go to prison, but at least I will survive. I would rather go to prison than be eaten by a grizzly bear or charged down by a moose.
Either way, you're not gonna have a very good life. One way, your life is just dead.
Yeah,
gone,
but
and the other way, well, your life is wasted away in prison.
Well, no, but think about it.
Either way, your life.
No, but think about
gone.
this in federal. But no, the thing is though, you're gonna go to court, and they're gonna be like, all right, explain the situation. There was a bear. My cousin decided to go throw a stick at it. It attacked him, so I pulled out my revolver and unloaded 6 rounds into the grizzly bear. He still died, but I survived.
Yeah.
His head.
And then it's 2 days to see, but look, they have this all in a nice little line. I figured, this is perfect.
Oh, yeah, because that's your plan.
That was exactly my plan.
Because we've all been to Virginia already.
This is literally a straight line. And then...
A cave. How exciting.
So you come down Louisiana, and you take the shortest route through Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. Just get them, just nick, and then up to Conagry. And then take a line.
Oh, man. What the hell kind of photos am I going to have from Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida?
The beach. My fam.
You mean the swamp?
A swamp. The swamp.
I guess if of all the states you'd want to spend the least amount of time in, those are two of them.
Bam! Right there. Boop, boop, boop.
Except for the fact that on this trip you want to stay in the 2 most dangerous cities in the entire country. Louisiana.
I just said, it was right. New Orleans is right there.
Can we stay outside of St. Louis?
Yeah, I never said. I said go to St. Louis. I never said stay in St. Louis.
Okay, good. I really shouldn't.
I just said go to.
Because the last time I was in St. Louis, our car got broken into.
Yeah, and you also said it was your dad's fault.
Not entirely. We parked. Yes, we parked in a part of the parking garage that we learned afterwards we probably shouldn't have parked in. But how the hell were we supposed to know? We're tourists.
No, I don't know.
And we'd be like, why don't we park over here? And you'd be like, all right. And I'm like, on my tablet, playing watermelons, not paying attention. And I'm looking up like, this looks familiar.
Watermelons. Wow, watermelon. What a good game.
So much just the chanting. Watermelon. Watermelon! Oh my god. What do you remember about the annular eclipse? Watermelons. What? Lots of watermelons. That doesn't make any sense. You don't make any sense.
But that's the problem. Most people, they spend days on these trips. But they don't factor in it takes days to get there. Well, they must just be flying to these places.
Yeah. They have
Either
budgets.
that or they're taking an RV and spending weeks just accounting for the drive time.
They have money and not real jobs.
And I think that's probably what it is. Well, no, they take weeks off, like 2-3 weeks off, to account for all the driving, so they can just spend days at a national park. Or they just fly there, so they could spend a week there, and then get a rental car or whatever, and then fly back. And that's the problem, how are you supposed to cross off all these states with a rental car?
Very expensive.
Exactly.
Oh well, but it'd be fun driving to Maine. The Maine trip.
But I just feel like we won't be able to do anything unless we make it more than 8 days.
Do you really want to do things in Ohio?
No, but New York.
Oh, yeah.
Like, think about
I think we just have to we'll just have to go back to New York.
You could spend an entire summer in Central Park.
Not in Central Park.
Well, in the region.
Yes.
In that one, in the block, that one giant grid of Ellis Island, this whole area.
Yeah.
This whole area, just circle this highway. You could spend a summer there.
Yeah.
Because you got everything. You got all the main attractions right there that everyone wants to go see. And then you got museum after museum after museum.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, it'll be expensive, but there's a lot to do.
Yep. In the metropolis.
Yeah.
God, just look. There's so much city. It's huge. It's insane.
Well, it's been around since...
Before the country was born.
1600?
Yeah. When was New York City founded?
$1624.
1624. That's insane.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, we're over time. I would like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New podcasts. There'll probably only be one left for December. Maybe we'll figure something out for the end of the year, but maybe we'll take a break until the new year. I don't know. We'll figure something out. And good night.